not really that good.
It's pretty old
Yeah.
and sluggish.
It's been shampoo for a while, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, is that still is the download just like not?
Mine is installed.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Should I download Adobe Air?
Yeah, you need that in order to. You have to have Adobe Air installed before Scratch will work.
Right.
Cool.
Get it.
Ooh, that's nice. Oh, I wouldn't drink that long.
Oh, is it bad?
I don't know how long it's been in there.
Oh, okay.
That's why I put those bottles you can drink.
I know that I refilled that the night of. I worked an event for John and refilled that. But
My point. Exactly.
yeah, that was a while. That was like probably over a week ago.
Cool. Yeah.
Just take a
I
bottle.
don't know if people have been drinking it. I mean, I have to clean this off paper tomorrow, but I've just been putting those little bottles back in his purse and donating them.
That's cool. You can always get sink water later too.
It's like those little bottles don't make any sense to me. It's such a waste of plastic for like
Yeah,
such a tiny
yeah.
amount of water.
Wait, how do you download Scratch?
Oh, that's what they're doing, so maybe
Oh.
you can.
Yeah, I'm the only one that has managed to do it.
Yeah, it's giving me like this error.
Look for like all the
Oh,
offline
no.
under. Huh.
I think I got it.
And so it's not doing the like server error for anything else?
No, mine is already opening.
Huh. That's weird.
Yeah, I set mine up a while ago.
Adobe Air.
Yeah,
That's like a support thing for it. The second link is the link that I think I already have Adobe Air. I got it.
You were just on the like scratch.mit.edu/download for that? Huh. That's weird.
Wait, maybe I'm gonna try
What are scratch
another
cards?
browser.
I don't know.
Okay, but I'm in a new version.
You put the stream link online.
Got it now.
I got on that thing. Is the stream working?
Yeah.
What?
It says
Should-
waiting for baby castles.
It says it was live. Alright.
Oh.
I rebooted it.
Oh,
The stream?
it's working.
Or-
No, that tiny computer.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, I hear a YouTube.
It almost said it.
Can I just use the online editor?
Yeah, I think you can use that.
I'll just do that. Oh no, nothing is loading. Okay, yeah, this works. I'm just gonna do this.
No, yeah, I can see the live stream. You can see 3 of my head.
That's amazing.
Gonna adjust this.
Oh, totally.
Like, it's really hard to like figure out how to get out of frame, like doing this with like the delay and the lag and stuff. But okay, let's
The delag.
the delay. I think that's fine.
Alright, cool. I'll pull up. Juan, you look great.
Thank you.
It's like you have a live
hide. I'm just gonna move myself. Okay, everything's way too
Oh, that's
connected.
Not that
I've
many
got,
people
like,
have a live stream face.
All the
Look at that.
devices plugged into each other. I can't even move.
Look at that live stream. Most people have radio faces. Sorry, I worked in concert. That's what a lot of the older DJs would say, like, yeah, I got a face for radio.
Such a good dad joke.
That's, yeah.
We need new computers, don't we?
Yeah.
Not a live
Yeah,
stream.
we
so it's
really do.
frozen.
Yeah.
We really do.
Maybe in the beginning of next Tuesday's meeting, maybe instead of meeting, maybe in the beginning of the next Tuesday's meeting, we can go through stuff that's just trash.
There's, yeah, well, our big CRT just died, so that needs to go to the,
R.I.P.
to the,
Just live in the club.
Is there a YouTube music I should? This is your account, I think, Carl. Yes.
Wow, this is crazy looking.
Yeah. You always gotta do a
Pick
little of that.
a.
How is that
Well, that
happening?
ain't me.
How
Somebody else
how
has
can we see your
50
side
YouTube
profile?
videos.
What is that?
Oh my god.
It's like the oh here
Would
we
you
go.
like to
Yeah,
pick
it's delayed.
a album?
Yeah.
Are you playing music from this little guy?
Yep.
Interior hot
Okay.
beach? That sounds disgusting.
But yeah, I can kind
As
of
a
I can kind of like go through Scratch if everybody like has a version of it that they can see.
oh.
Or I'll wait for them to get the
Oh.
music set up.
This
Together doesn't make sense.
this jam brought to you by Coca-Cola.
No advertising on the stream.
Brought to you by Coca-Cola. Is it coming up?
It's really you'll have to wait a few minutes to see it.
I haven't had regular Coca-Cola for a long time. This just tastes like cotton candy to me.
Well, they're both sugar, so.
You know, it like distinctly tastes like.
Oh, there
cotton
you are.
candy.
Oh wow.
Oh, I'm wearing like an American sweater.
Oh yeah, it's really funny.
Okay.
Let me just quickly put this link
Wait,
on
hold
our
on. Take a picture with the
Facebook
Coca-Cola in your
page
hand.
for the event. Actually,
With the flag. Make sure you're holding it good. Okay. I wish we could swipe up on Instagram soon. Let's try to get enough followers. We could probably buy followers. So we can swipe up.
Gus is already getting that.
I would rather just buy the swipe up.
How does it work?
I don't know if mine is open.
They should make it that if you
Feels like
pay,
it's like-
you could swipe up.
oops, no, it's just the regular baby
Coding
houses
accents.
page.
They have every option, like,
Oh, okay.
it's just like a block, and you just have to find it and put them together, so it's writing commands out.
Oh, and you have a bunch of these.
Love the brew house merch. I kind of want that. Look at that. Those sweatpants with the fire flames printed on it.
that's really good.
I know.
Is that the techno club?
No, that's
No,
the Latinx skater girls.
Oh, yeah, this is.
Oh, look, that's the woman that she painted and the painter together in front of the painting.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, so cute, right? Who put that? Who's posted that? Oh, Mom Basil is its own.
Oh, did you get the link to the itch.io one?
No, did you send that to me or
I
something?
put it
It's
on
in
the
the
Facebook.
Facebook event.
Oh, okay.
My baby.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's in there then.
Don't personally want to follow that. Oops, whatever.
Oh, and you can good looks.
Okay, so yeah, it's at the top of the details. Okay, cool. Can't believe it.
Add to your story. I'm posting you to the story.
I forgot to do a Wikipedia random.
Oh yeah. Well, do you want to do that after the talk about the like the what the editor is, and
Yeah,
then we
you
can
should do,
announce
Yeah,
it?
yeah, do
do
you
a little
wanna-
intro.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So it seems like most people have like Scratch open in some way and are like maybe messing around with it already. But yeah, basically how it works is it's like block-based programming. So you have all these blocks in these menus, and you can see there's like they're like sorted into categories like motion, looks, sound, pen, data is a special one, events, control, sensing, operations. So by like combining these blocks, you can basically do programming without like doing any kind of like typing code in. So if let's say I go into the events column, and most of these are like initiations, so like things you would like start out. So you can grab like the when flag is clicked, which is essentially the start of your game. And then I could just say like, okay, when the flag is clicked, move 10 steps, and then I can just like drop and drag it, connect it like that. And you can sort of see what can connect to each other with these little like Lego nodes. So if I go ahead and click the flag and run that, my little character moves like what is 10 steps, which is like whatever unit that means to Scratch. So yeah, it's all just kind of like doing this kind of stuff. Some things to note are like these, the control blocks are particularly, like you'll want to know about these. Basically, if you can put things inside of them, and they'll happen for the amount of time that's like indicated on that block. So if I repeat move 10 steps 10 times, then I'm going to move 100 steps.
Oh, they're loops.
Yeah, they're loops, but I'm just talking about them in the kind of like
Right.
general way. But yeah, so if you use it in a forever like block loop, then it'll just never stop. Yeah, but Scratch has its own built-in like screen bounds. So that's kind of like good stuff for general. If you want to do like a game that's more sort of like action, like things moving around the screen, motion is going to be a big part for you. But then it's also very possible to do kind of like visual novels in Scratch, because they have this system of say and think and costume. So they have all these commands that like have to do with like speech bubbles, thought bubbles, and like switching animations. So this like costume stuff, there's this tab on every like object thing. It's like they call them sprites, but they're not totally sprites technically in the game. So this one has 2 costumes, which are basically frames of a walk cycle. So let's say I go back to control, grab forever, put next costume inside, then it'll so now it's forever switching the costume. So yeah, you can do animation that way, dialogue that way. Yeah. Oh yeah, so it says hello for 2 seconds. And yeah, so then there's all these different things you can change. You can put blocks inside of other blocks, especially like the if one, then you'll need like a diamond space block. So like this is how you might do simple like control scheme, is like if button pressed then move. But yeah, this is, you kind of just can make stuff happen as a result of other things. If you like are confused about how to do any specific thing, I can try and help, but there's also like a lot of good resources online for this, since a lot of people use it. I want to pull up some like really crazy Scratch projects that people have made, just so you can see like what's possible to do with this, but feel free to like just keep jamming on whatever you want to do. But 3D Engine in Scratch. Someone made this.
Heck no.
I accidentally posted a photo of my brother's baby on our timeline.
I saw that.
I didn't know until right now.
On the
I-
Baby Castles timeline?
Yeah, the Baby Castles Instagram posted a picture of this tiny baby, and I didn't say a word about it because I think it's great.
It's
I
really
just
good.
figured that.
Baby castles.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this is our story.
So, this person actually made a
Oh my god.
3D game.
Whoa.
It's like Minecraft
What?
in Scratch.
Yeah, so they're basically doing a lot of
That's crazy.
complex math all the time and drawing different 2D shapes, like every frame essentially, based on these like, just like kind of like fictionally or digitally held 3D like things. And so like you can see it's like redrawing it kind of depending on where you are.
Jesus, that's
Fuck this person.
But they made this, yeah, like, so, I mean, no one's gonna make this, obviously, but I like to show this just to be like, anything is possible.
Oh my god, the sun is setting.
Yeah, there's a day-night
Oh
cycle.
my
Does it follow
God.
real time too? Like, is
Uh,
it real time day and night cycles?
I don't know, considering the sun, like, just set real fast, I feel like no, but,
Oh yeah, and it just came up again there. So.
yeah, but this is
That's amazing.
essentially Minecraft,
hmm
made out of blocks, and if you look at scripts. It's like absolutely insane. But yeah, I guess if there's Flick's like walking away, but
I'll be right back.
yeah, there's yeah. Look at the this is just like insane how much they did. But yeah, oh yeah, and then you also have there's like backgrounds, and they have sort of different kind of like script ideas. Oh yeah, the standard assets for Scratch are really good. Backdrop. Yeah, so they have all these standard backgrounds and standard characters and like objects and stuff that you can use, but you can upload your own images too if you want. That's pretty good. Also, it has a sounds library. Just be like new sound. No, not from there. Just I get it from the yeah. So like, I guess I'm not playing sound out of the projector. Maybe.
Is it? Oh, yeah, it is. It's your.
Oh, yeah. It's just real
I
quiet.
do hear some noise.
I heard it.
There's a cobweb on the
If you hold the Option key and hit your volume button,
I'm back, man.
that'll pull up. Yeah, now you can set
Oh,
your.
there's a cobweb. Okay, sorry.
now you can
Wait, how
set
do
your-
you add the sounds?
Well, maybe you shouldn't
I
have
can hear
left
the
it.
video.
I really needed to.
Whatever.
Oh yeah, now you need to like mute. Oh, there you go.
Woo!
Just use the video tab. Yeah.
Why are you doing that?
But yeah. So wait, there's still music coming out of somewhere here. Oh, this game has music. Oh my god. Okay. I'm just gonna close this.
I noticed that coming from the projector before. I like did hear a little music coming.
Yeah, so the sounds are a lot of fun to play with. But I guess like aside from that, like I'll just answer like people have specific questions or they're trying to do something and they can't figure it out. But it's really just very like open-ended stuff, and it's fun to play around with. Oh, one more thing I'll point out is one of my favorite things is messing around with the pen tool.
The what?
The pen tool. So you can put a pen down on a character, and then you can also like put movement on it, and then it will like draw a line behind it.
Oh, cool.
But you can mess with the pen too, so you can also like, let's say I'm also forever changing the pen color. Now it's like a rainbow, and then let's like set the pen size to something larger. So, yeah.
Nice.
The pen tool is great, and then I can go get some like randomness stuff. So instead of turning 15 degrees, I can move like random degrees. Do
Nice.
some weird stuff like that.
He's such a happy cat.
Yeah. So yeah, it's really like I like Scratch because you can get a bunch of weird stuff working without doing a lot. You just be like, sure, I'll put this on this and see what happens. Yeah.
Cool. That's awesome.
So yeah.
Do you want to say anything
yeah.
else, or
Do you have a theme?
do I have a theme?
We have.
I don't, but
Well,
Wikipedia
Yeah.
sure
We
does.
usually will pick if people need a theme for inspiration. We go find a random Wikipedia
Oh,
page.
this is a really good one. If you wanna, I'll send this to you so you can pull this up,
Okay.
or I'll put this in the jam. But I'm very excited to
Paste it into the YouTube chat too.
Okay, yeah.
You kids in your Wikipedia randoms. Alright guys, I'm gonna go have dinner with my mom.
Oh.
Sounds
I'll
fun.
make a Scratch game about it later though.
Yeah, you
Nice.
When I
should.
get home.
I better see it.
It's just gonna be a cat with its mouth open like this. Spinning. With Korean barbecue dangling from its teeth.
Do you wanna pull it up one? I got that. But if you wanna announce the theme,
Where is it?
it's in the YouTube chat.
Oh, okay.
Is it?
Bye.
See ya. Bye, Chrissy.
Have fun. I only
Okay.
see alright, I'm here and hey.
Yeah.
Mine's after hey.
There's baby castles. Hi there.
I got hi there.
I don't see anything after hey. Oh, maybe if it was a link, I think YouTube chat automatically like deletes messages with links in them.
Oh, wow, that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just post the text. So if you want to go to it, I did post it in.
Oh, that's a good theme.
So the theme today, and you can Google this. It's the album "Let's Get Ready." It's the 4th hip hop solo album by New Orleans-based rapper Mystical.
It's it's
and
the
I'll-
one with.
We can read some of this. So for inspiration for everybody.
Yeah. This is an optional theme. You can
Yeah.
make a game about it if it speaks to you.
Um,
Oh, yeah. The projector back.
it was released on September 26, 2000.
There you go.
That album debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200, selling 330,663 copies in its first week. It also peaked 44 on the Canadian album chart. The album featured Mystical's 2 biggest singles, "Shake Ya Ass," which peaked at number 13 on the Billboard Hot 100, and "Danger, Been So Long," which peaked at number 14. It serves as Mystical's first album since parting ways with No Limits Records. And then I'll just skip to the popular culture. "Shake Ya Ass" was featured in the film About a Boy as a song for the main protagonist who really enjoys. That's not.
It's bad grammar.
Yeah, it gives him more respect in his high school for having the album, which was given to him by his older friend, played by Hugh Grant. It was also heard in the film Scary Movie 2 in 2001, as well as in the 2008 video game Grand Theft Auto 4. "Neck of the Woods" was featured in the film The Wood. Oh man, it just says both track. Both tracks, "Shake Ya Ass" and "Mystical Forever," were featured in the Jet Li film Kiss of the Dragon.
Nice.
"Danger" was featured on many occasions on The Daily Show with John Oliver doing his Danger Dance. It was
Oh,
also
boy.
used for the last seconds of the last segment featuring John Oliver doing his Danger Dance.
Should we listen to some of this for context?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's listen to Shake Your Ass.
Does everyone know this song?
Maybe.
I have an idea of what the song is, but maybe it's a different song. I'm pretty sure it's like the "Shake Your Ass."
Watch
da-da-da-
yourself.
Yeah.
Shake your ass. Show me what you're doing. Yeah, that's one.
Yeah. I'm just mostly really into this album art.
Yeah, the album art's great.
Scratchy is still thinking. Oh yeah, the name of the default cat is Scratchy.
Scratchy?
Yeah. Like, these are so good. I think my favorite is that there's all these like photo
How do you
like
get to those?
if you make a new sprite or a new background or something, you can see their like default stuff. It's good. So yeah, I love that there's all these like just photos of people that were like cut out in like with an editor or something, and they're just in here now.
I didn't realize he said "with my dick in my hand."
And they all have animations.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
It's a pretty good music video.
Oh, to the song.
Yeah. It's good.
It's also really good when you play it real quiet.
Yeah. Can you put in your own images?
Yeah. So I think if you click the one that looks like a folder with the arrow coming up,
Yeah,
you
I
can say
see.
upload sprite. Looks like you can even like, oh yeah, you can access your camera to take a photo for a sprite.
Oh, that's a cool feature.
Although it doesn't seem to be working on mine, so maybe hold that thought.
Oh, it works on mine.
Oh, that's cool.
I wonder if it's because you have
Oh,
other
I'm
displays
using-
plugged in.
Yeah, that's true.
Ugh.
Did you gross yourself out?
What is that?
It's my teeth.
Oh, gross.
It's like when baby animals see themselves in the mirror and get scared.
It's true.
That's exactly that.
That's exactly what it is.
Oh, is there a way to have multiple like scenes?
Yeah, so you can kind of have like, not scenes in the traditional sense, but you can like move to a new backdrop that has like all new programming and
Oh,
music.
so
and, like,
backdrops are scenes.
yeah, essentially.
Okay.
I mean, you can use backdrops as something else, but you can use them as scenes too. Like if you made like a constantly changing background, you could use it as like an animation or something.
I guess I'm a little confused.
Yeah.
Like, is there not like a way for me to like have like, oh, I have this, and then
Oh,
you click
broadcasts
next.
are a good way to do that.
What
Like,
are
well,
broadcasts?
what are you trying to?
Like, imagine this is just it, and then I like go to like another. You know, like scenes in Unity.
Yeah.
Is there a way to do that?
Well, I guess what aspect of a different scene is it that you want specifically?
I just like want a fresh canvas.
Oh yeah. So you can you just go to a new background.
How do I do that? I already clicked new backdrop, but then it like did this.
Oh, so yeah, so there's only one background object, but it has costumes under it that are like the different backdrops that it can be. So like this background object will contain like every background in the game, basically. And then if you want the sprites to go away, yeah, I guess broadcast would be the best way to do that.
It's a
Hey,
broadcast. Oh yeah, there's one.
Hey.
so
You can
broadcast
do
is, I'll just show this up here actually, so everyone can see it. So broadcasts are in the event tab. I think so. Yeah. So if you're trying to do something where you're gonna like change a bunch of scripts at the same time on like the same event, you can use a broadcast and like type in a custom message for it. So you can say like broadcast game over. And then you can have all your other scripts in the game can have this thing that says when I receive the name of that broadcast, and then you can like show what their behavior should be. So you could go like, next backdrop, or like switch backdrop to, your game over screen. Or if you want that thing to go away, then you could do like hide or something like that. So yeah, that's a good way to do that. I can clarify if any part of that's confusing. But yeah. What's up, Frank? Just doing some Scratch. Should we keep playing the theme, or should we just have the chill music?
Oh yeah, the theme, Frank, is this. Let's get ready. I'm mystical. I'm gonna get something to use. I'll be right back.
there's also, you can create clones, which like basically like you can duplicate the same object and it'll have the same kind of like script stuff on it.
Oh, that's really handy.
Yeah.
You can copy paste like an entire character object.
Yeah, you can sort of do like yeah, like you can sort of have inheritance in a way, but like not fully. And then you can also have this block when I start as a clone, so you can have like the recreated objects do different things than their like parent objects, which is also pretty useful. There's also the stop all is a way of like stopping scripts from running. So you can say stop this script, stop other scripts in this sprite, or stop like all the scripts in the game. Oh yeah, one more kind of important thing I should go back to is the data tab. This is basically how you make variables. So you can say like make a variable, and then you could say like, I don't know, like whatever you want. So like score, and then now you have this like score block that you can use to reference it. You can set it, change it, show or hide it and stuff. So you can add those into your like script. So yeah.
Is there a way to slow down how fast something happens in a, like if it doesn't have like the, like say a look, like a block from the look tab, the next costume tab, it doesn't, like, what I want to do is just have a forever loop that just alternates back and forth between two costumes on a sprite,
Yeah.
but I want to slow that down.
So there's a wait block in controls.
Okay.
So you can throw that into a loop and it'll like create a little time buffer.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, okay. So if I wanted to say have a forever loop that's like tracking my mouse position inside that, or like I should have a different forever loop that's got that delay on it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, that was in. Where was the one that you said that had the delay? Is it in sensing?
Oh, it's in control.
Control. Oh, the wait. Yeah.
Yeah. And you can make it less than a second if you want. There's also, it's really interesting, there's a thing called turbo mode. So like Scratch usually kind of like slows down the rate at which like things are happening per frame, but if you just click turbo mode, it'll do everything as fast as it possibly can, which looks really crazy. So you can always kind of see what that might look like for a project.
I don't know. Can you? I'm not quite entirely. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong here, but I've got. So like, I just want this to. I want it to follow my mouse cursor like that all the time,
Yeah.
but I want it to. Be animating open and closed like that.
Also.
All the time.
Okay. Yeah, so if it's forever going to the mouse pointer, it seems like it.
It's scoping on that instead of.
I don't know if you need to have a loop inside of a loop. I think if they're both forever, you can just have them in the same, like, thingy.
Right, but then it waits 1 second before it updates mouse.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Maybe. Oh, you could just have another when flag clicked block with that forever loop sitting
Oh,
beside
that makes
it.
sense. Okay.
Yeah. Weird, like, Scratch logic, but yeah.
Yeah, this isn't.
Yeah,
this is
it feels
different.
like. Yeah, it feels like everything should go in one, like, scroll, but.
Right, I'm thinking of like, yeah, I'm thinking of like an update loop, but it's not an update loop.
Yeah, no, it's just like you can have as many of them as you want. Yeah, it's an interesting
And
type
now
of
it's
thinking.
doing exactly what I want. Yeah, that's
Nice.
great. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of Scratch is just sort of like learning the Scratch language style. What do I want to do with this?
On this for people.
Oh,
nice.
sick.
Thank you. That looks pretty good, right?
Looks like it'll let me like zoom in on things, but not shrink them. In the oh, I think I'm in the. It's just.
If you want to shrink stuff, you can. I think in looks, you can. There's a change size, or oh yeah, there's a set size to like something percent. So
Oh, okay, but I can't like in like the sprite editor,
No,
in like
you
the
can.
costume editor.
If you do a little hand
You can, oh
and you
yeah.
select it, and then you have arrows, and you can
Oh, okay,
make it small.
gotcha. Cool, thank you.
Who's Lichter?
That's me. That's a very old handle. I started a YouTube account when it came out in 2005.
That's very early too.
Yeah, I used to upload like in like summer of 2006. I like uploaded like a video of like myself, like all of my friends were gone for the summer. I was literally just like alone in Boston, and there was one day where I just like recorded a video of myself like dancing to a Deer Hoof song and uploaded it to YouTube.
I love that. I also like how a lot of those videos became the only videos with those songs in them a lot of the time.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Okay. Is there a way to add comments to this so that I can like say what different blocks do, like what different when flag clicked things do?
Yeah, I think if you you can right click and then add comment, and it's like a little post-it.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a way to do text?
There's you can do speech bubbles and thought bubbles for characters. To do, let me see if there's a right way to do just like text. Oh yeah.
No, that's fine.
I think what Bruna had
No,
done
there
was
is.
basically like create a sprite that was
Yeah.
just essentially to be a text window. And
Yeah.
That would,
Yeah, sprite can just be text. So there's like this text thing in
What's
the
this
sprite.
speech bubble thing about?
So you can make characters just like say or think things without having to make a speech bubble sprite, basically, and it has its like system for dealing with that.
How do you do that?
So in the looks tab, there's things that say like say and think. So if you make a character do one of those things,
In
then
the looks?
yeah, and the purple looks. Oh, if you're on the background, it won't show it. You have to be on like a character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it has different. There's different blocks for backgrounds versus for sprites.
Cool.
Yeah.
And is there a way to have a variable?
Yeah. So if you go into the data,
Oh, okay.
you can like make your own. and then it's sort of weird, like thinking about what things happen like while the game is running versus while the game isn't running. But like you can do things just by clicking blocks like to activate them outside of the code. So like if I put this in this stack, then it would activate like, you know, by this logic, but I could also just like, you know, type something in and then set it by clicking it, and then it would just like be that way even though the game isn't running at all. So it's an interesting thing to remember. That's like the biggest thing, like when I have students who use Scratch, like that's the biggest thing that they like have a hard time with is like realizing that like there's things that are happening because the game is running, and then there's other things that happen like just because you're like touching blocks basically. So it's an interesting thing.
Is there a way to be like, oh, when variable equals something?
Yeah.
Like that's not an event. Oh, that's
you
in
can go-
control.
Yeah. So you can like do a wait until, or like an if then.
Oh, and that's what sensing is.
Yeah. Yeah, so sensing is like how to tell a bunch of stuff. So that's like input and like certain other type. It's mostly input, I think.
How can you put a variable into like a event then? Like I want to put like a variable into if then.
Okay, so what you do is like basically a series of like connecting things. So if you have your if then thing right here, then you need like a diamond sensing block. So, and if you have a variable, so let's say like score, so like if, or you can have an operation. So like depending on what you're trying to do.
Oh, operations and sensing are.
Yeah. Yeah, so sensing is like for input, and operations is like for any math that you need to do, or like comparisons between like numbers.
Oh, that's confusing because some of the slots don't look like the things that you can put in the slot.
No, yeah. So yeah, like
Okay.
numerical values I think are always like these little round solo blocks, but they go into these square
Yeah, I was like,
spaces.
the hell.
Yeah. And then you can do like some kind of like Boolean stuff too, so you can have like an and, or, and a not block in there as well. You can even do some weird stuff with like, you can have the player type in answers to like questions, and then you can store certain things about like the words that they've typed in, or the characters. Oh yeah, so in sensing there's an ask button. So like if I click it like this, then I get, the character says something, so you type in what it says, and then like it'll wait for an answer.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, and then you can use that answer as like a variable. So answer basically is whatever was last typed in. So this, it would be like, yeah. So like now this answer block is the character's FLAN. And if I use it like, you know, if I get like letter 1 of like whatever, or the length of stuff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, length of answer, or like letter 3 of answer, stuff like that.
there a way to like reset the things that have happened when you press play, or do you have to just move everything back to where it's supposed to start?
So yeah, there's a few ways to do that. So like, right now I have, on my background, I have these couple little blocks, clear and clear graphic effects. So that clears like anything happening with the pen. Clones should disappear when you stop the game. What types of things specifically are you trying to like reset?
Like I have something moving all the way across the screen, and then
Oh,
when it's
yeah.
over, I have to just drag it back to the start.
So you can, outside of your loops, you can put like a go-to. So you can say like go to an X and Y position, and so then whenever you start the game, it'll be there.
Oh, okay.
So if it moves and I stop and start it, it'll go back. So yeah, anything that you want to be like a certain way at the beginning, you can put it like right after the win flag clicked, and it
Yeah.
should always do that. Aquaman.
That was really abrupt.
Let me get some of this colors. Sorry. Gotta get the dip.
Huh?
Hmm?
You're gonna get bit by Frank.
What is this day since 2000?
So, if I want like a bunch of a certain sprite too, so like what I'm thinking is, what I'm going for is that you're just this bunching hand flying all over the screen, and there are copies of Mystical's album everywhere, and you want to eat as many of those, and then there's going to be like copies of DMX albums that you want to avoid, and if you accidentally eat the DMX album, you die.
So good.
But so, I started with, I have this, sprite that is the Mystical album, and what I want it to do is, when the mouse cursor, like since this thing is just following the mouse, I want it to, when the mouse cursor goes over this, it like displays text that just says chomp for like really quick, and then deletes, increments the score, and creates another
Nice.
thing that could either be, that's like, you know,
Either DMX or.
yeah, like chances are it's like 5 to 1, it's either going to be another Mystical album or it'll be a DMX album.
I'll get that. Yeah. So. That's awesome. Is there any part of that that you like don't know how to get working?
Well, for starters,
Yeah.
I don't know how to get it, like,
Oh, nice.
but then it just sort of, it doesn't, like, the rest of this isn't happening. It's
Oh,
just
it
sitting
doesn't
on
create a
costume
clone.
1. Yeah, it doesn't
What
clone.
up?
What's up, Sam?
Hey. Alright, so when it touches it.
Also, this is like all one, it won't let me disconnect the weight now. Oh, whoa, weird.
Oh yeah, it's weird about like if you like Yeah, like you can only tear blocks off from like the bottom of things.
Oh, I
It's
see.
strange.
Okay. Let's try this. If I can go back to this guy.
Hey, just good. Just working on some Scratch projects.
Yeah, see, it just doesn't do this stuff. Or is it creating a clone?
Oh, is it just deleting the clone immediately?
Yeah, is it like cloning and then? Well, let's throw a weight in there and see what it does. Also, let's.
So, the chomp is like one of the costumes, right?
Yeah, the chomp is just a costume that just has text in it.
Okay, so when it switches costumes, it's like when it's changing into the chomp. So I think it's, and then it's create a clone of myself, and then delete a clone. Yeah, let me think.
Okay.
I feel like I would just, usually when I have a game where like there's a bunch of collectible sort of things, like I will just make like a invisible parent object, and then I will just have it like creating clones on a loop, basically.
Okay.
And
That's.
just throwing them in, and then you can like have
Oh,
a.
and I can do that by just doing the right click and hide, and it'll still be active in the game window, or.
I don't, cause so I wouldn't right click and hide, cause that'll probably hide all the clones too.
Oh.
But I would use like the separate, so like so everything the parent does will be under the win flag clicked like section, and everything the clones do will be under the when I start as a clone section.
Oh,
so that
okay, gotcha.
You can so you can tell the parent to hide on flag click, and then everything else will remain shown.
Gotcha.
But I think if you hide the entire sprite, it counts the clones as like the same thing as the sprite.
Okay, so gotcha, on when flag click, I can hide,
Mm-hmm.
and then like start like a loop that just every
Yeah.
4 seconds adds a new clone.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you can have a whole different section of blocks that's just for the clones.
Gotcha.
Hey, Fawn,
Mhm.
can you help me with something? Why is this not open? It's not.
Oh yeah. You just want the block to be like slower.
No, it's not saying.
Oh.
Oh.
If story equals 1. Okay, so where are you setting story? Wait, so what character was that? Is this on the cat? Can you go back to the...
Yeah, why is this?
Sí,
not-
eso estoy haciendo ahora.
Oh, it, yeah, I guess because you had multiple things. Wait. Maybe try putting it inside of forever. Oh, yeah, I don't think it'll run this if then unless it's also inside of forever. Yeah, the weird thing about if then stuff in this is that like it also has to be wrapped in forever, or else it'll only like
Oh, that's weird.
check for like 1 frame. Although you only need to check for like 1 frame though, because
Wait, why isn't this working?
what are you trying to do?
I also have a question.
Oh yeah, one sec. Wait, so what's happening?
Maybe like this.
I guess like wait, what do you want to happen?
Just immediately. Oh, I guess I could just have this separate.
Wait, I'll come in.
I think I got it. Thank you.
What's going on?
Okay, can I somehow make the console take up all the space of the background or not?
You should be able to.
Because every time I try, like it cannot take up the whole place.
Oh, okay. If you can't do it in the editor, you might be able to do it just by like making the size of the sprite bigger. If you want to just like fill the whole background. Yeah. So wait, it won't let you like.
No, like this is where it ends, and then this, and then I've been trying to move the plane with this, but it's just, oh wait, sorry.
Is there a way to refer to other objects?
So see, if I move it, then it just disappears, but I can never make it be the whole screen.
That's weird. So it just won't let you like drop outside of certain bounds.
No.
Yeah, I guess I would just increase the size of the whole spray, which you can do in the looks one. Yeah, that's really weird. I've never tried to make a spray that covered like the background. So yeah, I mean, I think it might let you also draw backgrounds, and I wonder if that mode would like.
Yeah, I drew a background, but I already drew
Oh
it.
yeah,
So I don't know if I can go
Yeah.
on and plug it again.
that's really strange.
Yeah. Okay, cool. This should be it. Oh, okay. It's also, I see, 0, 0 is the center of the screen, is the center of the playfield, not the top left corner.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's a weird thing about it too. Yeah.
Oh, makes sense. Will Ferrell.
Yeah, sounds kind of good.
I mean, I'm a sucker for Will Ferrell movies.
It's good. Elf is the best Christmas movie.
Oh man, you.
I've actually never seen
love
it.
It's fantastic. If you like Will Ferrell, it's just kind of it's a lot. It's a lot of Will Ferrell.
My high school art teacher's daughter is now in like the touring stage production of Elf the Musical.
Yes, it's amazing.
Can I eat these chips?
No sé, la misma cara. Vos podés siempre comprar cuál es la mejor.
Oh, Blake, did I already show you turbo mode?
They wandered off, or they went to the
Oh.
bathroom.
Oh, Blake, have you seen
Y eso es
turbo
bote
mode?
fresco, ¿no?
You can
Dile que nos regale eso,
you
¿no?
can make the like it basically run as many frames as it can in the fastest possible time if you select turbo mode. So it looks real crazy.
Wait, what is that?
In edit and then turbo mode.
Is that what that does?
Yeah,
That's cool.
it's pretty weird. I like it.
Alright, stop.
Oh, the way I did was just play sound until done.
I moved the
Turbo
sprite
mode.
all the way off screen, and now I have this like floating dialogue box that won't go away. Do I just not need to move the sprite off screen after I've hidden it?
Oh, I think that's a variable dialog box, so you can hide the variable value.
Oh. Oh.
I think I lost everything.
I like the way this is looking.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's just a checkbox for X.
¿Qué? Era un pendejo que te digo.
Wow, this
I love
project is
everything.
like really like breaking my computer right now. It's just like making all these photos.
Let's save your progress.
Yeah, I think I actually crashed Scratch.
That happened to me literally just now.
Yeah, did you make a bunch of clones? Or
No, I just like put it in turbo mode
Oh.
and it was playing a lot of sounds. And I have to start again now.
oh no.
I'm doing the browser one.
Yeah, Scratch can crash pretty easily, so be careful.
¿Cómo guardar? No sé.
Guarda. Vaya. Sí.
I just look over and see you shake it fast.
Oh wait, shit. How the fuck you undo?
What do you want to undo?
Ooh, that's weird. How do you regularly undo?
What do you mean?
Oh, that's bad. Do I just delete this one? Do I have to separate it like
Oh, yeah, it's bad.
that? Ooh,
That's the
ouch.
way it works.
This is good. This is.
For music?
Yeah, no, it is.
It's gracias.
It's
Hiroshi Yoshimura, music for 9++.
That's
Yeah,
like
we
a
know.
classic, like, YouTube suggestion. I feel like I'm
Uh-huh.
always getting that album
I've had that.
suggested.
Yeah. Oh, he's the guy that did the plant music album that always, like, one of the 2 plant music albums that always pop up.
It's
One
not
of the-
Plantasia.
It's
but,
not Plantation, but the other
It's
one.
the other one.
He,
right?
he's one of the YMO guys. He's in the Yell Magic Orchestra.
Is he?
I,
I thought, no, I thought that,
oh, I'm getting
that
them
was,
mixed
you're,
up.
you're confusing it with Hiromi Hosono.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
good.
Sorry. They're both like
YouTube
heavily
suggestion.
YouTube. Yeah, exactly.
How do all of us have the same YouTube suggestions?
Oh, good taste.
I wonder if it's like, I wonder if they're trying to force culture on us.
Yeah, it's like this insidious, like, 80s Japanese New Age agenda.
I like that this is like algorithm music.
An algo rave.
Parecen los pelos de tu mano.
Trying to get the hang of this.
Oh man, I didn't see this Nay Pony Sprite that's in there. It's like a pony Sona for the Scratch Cat or something. It's real weird.
The,
Where?
Right here.
does it have animations?
Wow, that's
Let's
hot.
find out. No, it doesn't have animations. It sucks.
What is an instrument?
Instrument? instrument?
I think you can program music into it. Like,
Okay.
as if it was like MIDI programming, but like just based on note,
Oh,
like
wow.
timing it out.
Party room. That's what I want.
There's instruments for piano.
Oh, it looks like it has built-in. Okay, yeah, it just has some built-in instruments.
Or how do you
Cool.
how do you use it? Let me see. Looking at the Scratch wiki.
This thing still isn't doing.
Solo que le puedo copiar de un. Eso sí.
Oh, you can use the same note.
Oh, wait.
Tengo acá. No pasó nada.
¿Qué querías hacer?
Ya no pasó.
Hmm. This isn't working the way that I. Nice. Oh.
How do you do the cloning thing?
Oh, so you can. That's also in controls. There's a block that's create a clone of myself. You can actually also create clones of other sprites
Create clones.
from any
Cool,
objects.
cool.
Yeah, and then you can make a whole section for when I start out as a clone to do behavior for that.
What?
It's ads.
It's really disconcerting hearing this without the visual context.
This is doing.
Yeah, because it's like a video commercial, not a audio commercial.
Exactly, and so it's like relying on you to like have the visuals to fill in the blank for all these sounds coming at you.
touching color or sensing?
That one can be pretty weird.
Yeah, it's not giving me.
Yeah, I haven't used that one just because, like, I forget exactly why, but someone told me that, like, something about that block is, like, oh, yeah, you have to, like, it's like a water drop thing, so you have to, like, pick the color by, like, clicking on something in the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where is that?
Yeah, I have that. It thinks it's always touching the color.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Yeah, I haven't used that one very much.
Let me see. There's some tips, I guess.
Delete this clone should remove the sprite from the screen, right?
Just the clone, yeah.
Right, the one that whichever one that I clicked on. If I click on a clone and the action is delete, or is delete this clone, it should go away, right?
Wait, so what are you trying to do? Because clones are kind of weird in that, like, they can't, like, you can't actually, like, know the position of them. So, like, if you're trying to do...
Okay. Oh, really? You can't actually know the position of them? Because what I'm trying to do is, like, I have, like, a parent that I've got hidden off screen.
Mhm.
I'm trying to just spawn a bunch of babies, and when I roll over them, when I roll over them, I'm supposed to eat them and they disappear. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, no, yeah, this should work if you're sensing another sprite from the clones.
But it's not working.
Oh,
It's
it's gotta be inside a forever loop. Sorry for touching your screen.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a weird thing. Yeah, for some reason it'll only check an if statement for
That-
one frame unless you put it inside that.
that actually kind of makes sense. Yeah, that's working basically how I want it to now.
Cool.
Close enough.
At least it is sensing them at least. So.
Yeah, if I put it on touching the mouse pointer, it'll do more well. Yep, cool, now it's...
Nice.
I wanted to say.
Okay. No sé qué tanto se va a dar.
Oh, Phoenix is here.
Oh, I saw them in the chat, but they're here?
Oh,
Who's
no.
Here in the chat.
Yeah,
Who's here?
Phoenix is in the chat.
Hi, Phoenix.
Cool. This is doing exactly what I want.
I just love seeing this as like an audio file in Scratch.
What is it? Oh wow.
The whole song.
Oh yeah, if I wanted to have like background music, could I like attach that to the backdrop or something?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
So you can have like a forever play sound, and then like it'll just be a whole, like the sound can just be an entire song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would I be able to have an event on a sprite turn it off?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you should
It
be
can
able
affect the background.
Yeah, I think it's all just via the sound system, so the background and the sprites are affecting
Oh,
the same thing.
they all just sort of connect to the same global sounds framework.
Yeah, yeah, it's just nice organizationally to do like some stuff from the background because it's like not a sprite, but it's all doing the same thing basically.
Can you like airdrop me that MP3 or something now?
Yeah. Open up AirDrop.
I'm on the Baby Castle 5G network and my Bluetooth is on.
Nice. Let me find my downloads.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
The original. Oh, it's gonna take a minute to convert that.
Oh, when are we gonna present on?
Let's try to. Maybe we can start some around 7:30 so that like if people are online are still submitting, then those can roll in like while we're playing some of the ones.
Alright, so maybe just have them online by 7:30?
Yeah, if that. Do people think they can have something by then?
Maybe.
That's happening.
Yeah. Can be more like 7:45 if we need it to be, just that we can play the games and then like have them all shown before it's like too much past 8.
Well, did you draw that?
What? Yeah.
No, the animation of the texture screen.
I mean, I didn't erase it.
Oh, I can also just put the start playback effect on like, I have like a when flag clicked that just like starts the hand chomping.
Oh yeah.
You can just use that as like a global push.
What's that one like meme vaporwave song? It's like when things are like flying into space or the distance. It just like is playing like constantly.
The oh, I know the one that you mean. It's the one that's the vaporwave meme song that's not
Not like.
for the Kanji 420 Macintosh Plus song.
Yeah, the other one.
It's in like a Mike Diva video where he's vacuuming on a hoverboard, right?
I don't know if I've seen that one. I've just seen a lot of videos where like something is flying into space and back, and it's this thing.
This one?
No, I think it's different. Wait, is this it? Maybe it was the first thing you mentioned. This is not it. Also, I don't have volume for this.
Is it the They're like meow, 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 meow. Oh, or is it that like doo 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 doo?
Yeah.
That's the Bag Raiders song.
Nice. Is it Shooting Stars? Yeah, I guess it's Shooting Stars.
I guess. Shooting Stars instrumental. They know that people want it for the memes.
Yep.
We'll just do this. Oh, no.
I'm gonna put that in my game. Amazing. Oh my god, for 1 hour. No, I do not want an hour-long MP3 file.
Do you know how to make it so like it always happens? This thing always happens.
Always happens, like a forever,
If I click, so if I click it, it happens. See that changes,
oh yeah.
but it doesn't have that. It doesn't change.
Oh yeah, so if you have to like tie it to an event, so you could have a thing where it's like when flag is clicked, so it's just like anytime the game is running, and then have it
That
like
didn't
in
work
a, that didn't work.
Yeah, that like it only had.
Oh yeah, then you have to have it with that and a forever thing around it.
Forever thing around it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like all these things here are like only happen once, and then all this is like what's happening like during
forever.
the game. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it's almost everything has to have a forever block around it in Scratch. It's kind of
Right.
it's a lot.
Oh, nice.
Is this Vaporwave?
I don't know. I don't think so, actually.
No, it's
No,
not. I feel like I've just heard it
It
referred
doesn't
to as
sound like there's
vaporwave.
any like obvious samples. Like I feel like
Yeah,
big
no.
vaporwave thing where there has
It
to be
does
like an
feel like-
obvious like vocal sample or something.
I mean, it feels like super memey, but not vaporwave.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen it with a bunch of like vaporwave art, so I've like made the association.
¿Cómo para que se cambie de sprite?
You said it.
Yo tengo que usar la sprite. ¿Lo puedo comprar? Eso es una cosa así.
¿Qué te cambia esto?
Creo que está por atrás, pero...
Creo que te puedes cambiarle. Vi aquí una cosa que dice looks towards front.
Bueno, pero quiero que empiece con... ¿Puedo?
¿Qué quieres que haga?
Quiero que antes de que pase la cosita, después de 10 segundos.
Hace que espere 10 segundos y después que pon el next costume.
No, es que quiero que después de 10 segundos, quiero que al principio solo esté así. ¿Puedo?
¿Qué cosa?
¿Puedo?
How can I make it? What do I do to like remove all other sprites from the screen on like when a certain event happens? Is that just does stop all do that?
So a stop all will just stop the scripts, so you could hide and then stop all.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
You could also send out a broadcast that, and then have everything have a received broadcast on it that hides it.
Oh, where are those broadcasts from? Is that in the sensing?
That's in events, I think. Yeah, it's in events.
Broadcast message 1. Gotcha.
Hmm
Sí.
It's an interesting system for doing
Oh,
stuff.
yes. Puedo mostrar dos sprites al mismo tiempo.
Oh, I
Sí,
should be
¿verdad?
using stamp, not clones. That's why this is so slow. Yeah, if you want visual clones that don't have any scripting, you can use a stamp instead, which is like just like pixels that it can leave in place.
Yo, todo
Chicos, pero ¿cómo hago para que todos mis sprites no suban al mismo tiempo?
que no te preocupes.
No.
Así no te escondes en el mismo.
¿Por qué no puedo? Amor, si pudiera lo haría.
¿Quieres pegar esto así? ¿No puedes hacerlo?
No, los costumes.
Sí, ¿no?
Los sprites.
No.
No, también los costumes. Quiero que hagan puntos estén. No puedo hacer.
Sí, tenerlos como objetos separados. It's possible to show two costumes.
I'm not sure if it is.
Oh, you can stamp it.
Oh yeah, you can stamp. Yeah.
That's the stamp it. I can put it.
Bueno, pero eso no era mi pregunta.
You could make 2 sprites, each one with one of the costumes on them, I guess.
Yeah, how do I make two sprites show up at the same time?
Oh, I mean, like you could like make a whole nother, like you could duplicate your
Sí, este
your
no.
thing in like like in the little like where all your things are stored underneath the game window. You can make like a new one of those that would just be like doing the other like frame or like the other costume, but it would be like technically a separate like object with its own like blocks on it.
Ok,
Yeah.
I can do this.
y ahora tengo que meter los como
Este, I guess. ¿Quieres abrir? ¿Qué quieres hacer?
Ya, bueno, entonces ahora como para primero quiero que se muestren sprite 2 y 3 de tiempo.
Puedes poner ese de nuevo. Show. Hi.
Ya, bueno, es que no. A ver,
Entonces acá abajo le pones que con ese show.
There's also layers, so you can have things in front of and behind things.
Yeah, that seems to be. I wonder if that's like part of my. I think I also just need to have like every like. Okay. Oh, so if in this sprite window I made this sprite like the tile you're not supposed to eat by duplicating this tile. I had to duplicate So now has that screwed up my logic? Because all I wanted to do was like copy paste this code and change
Oh, so you can, if you want to copy paste code, you can like right click the top of the section and then it'll give you an option to duplicate, and then if you drag it onto the sprites in that like beneath menu,
Right
it'll
click
just go
and
in
then-
there.
it. I don't see
Oh, at the top of the section, just like of the section of code that you want to, not code, but the section of blocks that you want to move.
Oh, I see. Oh, and then I can, okay.
Yeah, so it
I'm
doesn't.
getting like a weird
yeah.
condition, like a weird race condition happening or
Hmm.
something, and I think it's because I think it's because of the behavior on duplicate here, that like having
Yeah.
a stop all, that
Yeah,
these
if you're
are also
sensing
trying
like
to do.
a specific thing and there's like two of it, it might get a little confused.
Yeah.
Gonna make some announcements on the social media if you have time.
Oh, I see. Okay. This is not like compliant with my big cursor.
Can you make a list of clones?
That's a good question. I'm not sure how much of the clone's data it keeps track of. I haven't tried to do that before.
Like a list of sprites, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure what it considers valid for like list objects.
not?
Qué bueno.
Oh.
And the repeat one repeats every. What does this number mean?
Oh, so it's how many times it will repeat it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I did something that hid my. Oh, I guess I can just do it as show.
¿Por qué no pones un todo 300? Está tan bonito.
Porque estaba tan bonito.
Lo comienzo así después de tanto tiempo. No. Como comienzo así, después no comienzo así.
Es que eso quería hacer. No, es que quiero que estos sprites se nos hagan estos sprites. Todo existe. Después de 10 segundos, pero si es que hago clic. Si es que aprieto el mouse. ¿Cómo empiezo? Ah, sí, es como
Sí.
Oh, is the stop all? Does the stop all just like remove everything from the screen?
It just stopped all the scripts that are running.
Okay.
So, if everything's getting removed, maybe like it would stop the clones from getting produced for one.
Okay. Yeah, it's doing that. It's just that sort of like, literally everything is working except I want to display game over text,
Huh.
which I was trying to do by like the same thing I was doing before of having the text as like a costume.
Okay.
But it's just, but it looks like stop all is like, it doesn't remove
Yeah.
the sprites. and everything.
Yeah, no, stop all like literally just says like whatever scripts are going, just like stop them wherever they are in their process. I would probably, for a game over type thing, I'd probably use a broadcast and then make the broadcast like hide everything.
Hide everything and then show add another sprite that's just the game over text.
Yeah.
Got it.
Or
Okay.
it could, yeah, that, and then you could also like change the background based off of that too.
Puedo hacer otra versión del sonido. Pero no.
Yep, that did it.
Nice. You can go into looks, and then there's a like set size by like percentage thing,
Okay.
and you can also change it while stuff's happening.
But to just like change an asset's size on the screen, can you just do that outside of screens?
Oh yeah, so you can go into costumes and then edit the actual
Okay.
like image. Yeah.
Where's the size option on?
Oh, in that editor.
Yeah.
That's a good. Oh yeah, so if you click on the thing itself, it should give you like a box of like transform like nodes. Hopefully.
Alright, so we're 3 minutes away from the posting time. People
Are we? Oh, I thought it went till.
Well,
are
it's like,
doing-
well, we're like try to post like between like 7:30 and 7:45, and
Okay.
then we'll like play them as if any people need extra time, they can like submit them while we're playing the ones that are ready.
Are people close?
Yeah, I'm pretty much ready.
Cool.
Yeah, but there's a few things that.
¿Cómo hago para mostrar, para hacer
How do you change the layer of things?
In looks, I think you can send something to another layer. I think there's something that says like go back blank layers. Oh yeah, and then so I'll just save out my project now so you can see how to save stuff. You can like save as, and then let's see, can you export? Yes, I think you just save it as like a Scratch file, and then you can like upload it as like a zip thing to Itch, and then people can just download it and then open it up as a Scratch file, since like you can view
Wait, say
Scratch
that
stuff.
again,
So when you want to save stuff, you can just go to save as, and then I think it'll just like save it as like a Scratch project file, which is its own like type of thing. And you can like just upload that to Itch if you want to. There might be a way to like make it a web browser game, but I'm not 100% sure of like how to do that at present.
There's a thing that says you can share to Scratch.
Oh yeah, you can put it on the Scratch website too. And then like put a link to that.
I think that's really the only way to play it online.
Yeah. there's a block, I guess, for days since the year 2000, which is really weird that that's in there.
Yeah, I was gonna stick around and like tidy up a bit.
Whoa, because the thing came out in 2000.
Yeah.
And then I
Days
was
since.
But yeah, I'm gonna stick around when this is done.
I mean,
And do a bit of
I
I'm
guess
gonna
it's-
use that for something.
Oh, and it shows you how many. There's been 6,924 days since the year 2000.
Yeah, just tell me what to, if you don't feel like sticking around tonight, like
I can come tomorrow morning. I just can't.
Oh yeah, what all do you need help setting up for tonight?
well there's like stuff that's in the dungeon that I need to move. I know what I need to move and like where I need to
Okay.
put it. But Sam like lost a bunch of like acrylic paints and stuff.
Well,
Oh.
one bag of gouache, like a Tupperware of acrylic paints and some brushes, and also, if you see, it's a pair of headphones that are brown.
Okay, I'll look for
Like over
those.
the ear headphones.
Yeah.
Where did you last have those?
Have what?
The headphones.
That I'm not sure. I'm just taking the guess that they could be here because I haven't seen them anywhere else. The paints I had here, they were underneath our hunted golf table, and I thought we had enough broken down for game of the month, but I guess we didn't because JP took it apart.
okay.
And after that, I haven't seen the rest of my supplies. Also, a big thing of glue.
Wait, how can you really use that day since 2000?
You could just use it as like a number, like maybe if you needed a
Can
large.
I plug that into something?
Yeah. Like if you want to know the value of any of these things, you can just click on them. These things, like things like that, that have kind of
Oh, I
obscure
kinda have
value.
an idea. Cool.
Uh-huh.
How does the touching another sprite one work?
It should just like be tracking the position of the other sprite. But it can't. The one thing it can't do is like you can't sense a clone from a sprite, but you can sense a sprite from a clone, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. And what is like? Is it the position, or like the bounds, or the?
Oh yeah. So it just has like a point. Like a
Just the point.
Yeah, pretty much. But you can see where it is in the costume editor. When you do that like crosshairs thing,
Mm-hmm.
that the center of the crosshairs is where it'll be doing like collision.
And there's no way to make it bigger.
No, you can move it though. So like if you wanted to hit the right side or like the left side, but it's just kind of like a little area in the character, and yeah, yeah. I guess. I mean, if you made the character smaller, but then your character would be smaller, so it's like.
Yeah.
Oh, you can do fake colliders though if you make like just a block sprite and then you have it like be hidden, but you still like you have like something on that it's detecting. So like instead of detecting the actual like art for the character, you just detect where that like rectangle is and make the rectangle always move with the character, like by giving it the same control scheme or something. Then you could use that as like a fake way of doing like box colliders or something like that.
How do I loop a?
Wait, no, how?
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah. So like if you make a sprite that's like just a square, have it be hidden, and then for all your like detecting if something's touching it, you can just say like, oh, is it touching the sprite that's the square instead of the sprite that's the character, and that way like you can wait. I guess it would still be the center of the square, huh?
That's what I was trying to do. Actually.
Yeah, that's right. So, yeah, for some reason I feel like someone told me to do that one time. But yeah, that doesn't seem like it would work either. Maybe that was for a different thing.
Ooh, I think the
But-
stream's been frozen for kind of a while.
Oh yeah. Does it
Okay.
But the chat is still running.
The chat's still running in real time,
Huh.
but it's like
Yeah. But how do I even... Why is the volume thing on? Oh, I guess it's pressing down on the volume button.
oh
That shouldn't be like pausing the stream.
no, that shouldn't be affecting the stream.
It's really weird.